Good morning. It's Wednesday, July the 31st, 2013. This is your AGORACOM News TV. The show is designed to help you find good news releases of publicly traded junior mining companies, small cap companies, and hopefully to find your next winner. On today's show, I've got 4 press releases that I want to go through. I've got some good information in there. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the host of this show and also the chief market commentator for AGORACOM. As I mentioned, I've got 4 press releases to go over here, so we're going to get right to it and discuss those press releases. The first company that I wanted to talk about today is Richmont Mines, Inc. They announced that they announced successful Monique bulk sample mineral reserve estimate established, proceeding to commercial production. They successfully completed the bulk sampling phase of their Monique gold project, which is an open pit operation located 25 kilometers east of Val-d'Or, Quebec. The bulk sample was processed at their corporation's 100% owned Camflow mill, which is located approximately 50 kilometers from the project. As a result, the corporation has established estimated mineral reserves for the project and has made a decision to proceed to commercial production. Very good news for the company. In that bulk sampling, they returned 717 ounces of gold. They processed almost 8,500 tons. Excuse me, with the head grade of 2.76 grams per ton gold and a mill recovery of 95.1%. They did the project metallurgy and geological model, confirmed the open pit proven and probable reserves of 485,000 tons, grading 2.29 grams for 35,697 ounces of gold established at the project. They have a 3-month pre-production phase from July 1 through September 30th, expected to generate approximately 3,500 tons of non-commercial gold production from a total of 52,000 tons during the third quarter of 2013. Commercial gold production of 4,500 ounces expected over October to November. Richmont gold production forecast increased to 72,000 ounces. Estimated life of mine over 19 months at an average cash cost of $904 Canadian. So it's not a big mine. But looks like they can make some profit at mining that, so that's always a good thing. Their stock symbol is RIC on the Toronto Exchange. The next news that I wanted to talk about today was from a company called Zenyatta. Zenyatta Ventures, they announced that they've drilling yields more significant results from their east pipe and intersects wide zones of graphite mineralization on their west pipe. Zenyatta has released the following significant graphitic carbon assay results from holes 16 to 24. You can find that on the press release. What I found when I looked at it was several drill holes, all with high grade, thick intersections, high grade graphite near surface. They talk about the east pipe mineralization is oval shaped with dimensions of approximately 150 meters in a northeast-southwest direction by 300 meters in a northwest-southeast direction, and to a depth of 500 meters. And I also noted that they mentioned that that is open at depth. There's a quote from Aubrey Everley. He was the president and CEO of Zenyatta, and he stated, and I quote, "These latest results on the East Pipe continue to demonstrate the excellent vertical continuity and exceptional size potential of the graphite deposit. Graphite intersections appear to be correlating extremely well with the shape of the ground geophysical conductors. Drilling to date on the west pipe is also showing significant widths of graphitic breccia with great continuity. The current campaign will continue there until sufficient drill holes have been completed to delineate a mineral resource, following which an NI 43101 compliant resource estimate will be prepared by RPA for both the east and west pipes. End quote. Some good information in there just to clarify that a little for the non-geo speakers out there. What they're happy is that they can see that their geophysical targets are showing up very well, and as they drill, they're finding what they're looking for from those geophysical indicators. So I would imagine that if you look on the company's website, you'll probably find some pictures of the geophysical anomaly. Overlaid on top of that will be the drilling, so you can kind of guess that there might be some more room to grow what they have here. And the continuity is very important for building a resource and also trying to build a pit design when they do some analysis of the overall project. Zenyatta, there's been a lot of companies get into this graphite business over the years. Zenyatta is definitely one that's has had quite good performance and a great project. They're in Ontario. They have a $250 million market cap. As I mentioned, you look at their latest results and their past results, they've got a lot of holes with high-grade graphite. It's near surface. They have a whole new batch of holes here that you can find on their website. They're thick, they're high grade, close to surface. For example, one of their holes was 154 meters of 4.8% graphite. Very thick, very high grade, close to surface. The stock symbol is ZEN on the Venture Exchange. The next company is Donner Metals. Donner Metals mineralization extended at McLeod Deep and Breakmack KT zones. New copper zone discovered northwest of the Breakmack McLeod. They provided an update on drilling at that McLeod Deep, Breakmack McLeod, as well as on their regional exploration results. The results continued to include the extension of massive and semi-massive sulfide mineralization associated with extensive alteration down plunge of McLeod Deep, and a new intercept of zinc-rich sulfides immediately northwest of the Breakmack zone, which is currently being mined. Additionally, a new sulfide discovery has been made on the north flank JV property that grades 2.06% copper over 4.9 meters, located 13 kilometers northwest of the Breakmack McLeod mine and 7 kilometers northwest of the Matagami mill. One of those drill holes, the highlight hole, was 10.6 meters of 9.61% zinc, 1.73% copper, some very high grades there. There's also silver and gold in these underground targets. They had 9 new intersections of massive and semi-massive sulfides are reported from their McLeod Deep drilling. You can find all of those results, all of that information on the company's website. The Breakmack McLeod deposit contains proven and probable mineral reserves of 3.7 million tons, grading 9.6% zinc, 1.26% copper, 28.25 grams per ton silver, and 0.43 grams per ton gold, and commenced production on May the 15th, 2013. So that's a new producer. This Breakmack McLeod is part of a joint venture. Glencore owns 65% of it. Donner owns 35% of it. Then they have other projects in the area that they have various different, for example, that North Flank joint venture is a 50-50 deal between Glencore and Donner. So they've got a big partner in there. That partner, Glencore, is in charge of doing all the work. It's a producer. They've got an interest in it. This Donner story looks very interesting to me. The stock symbol is DON on the venture exchange. The final company today to talk about is New Gold. New Gold earns $15 million US in their Q2. New Gold's second quarter delivers increased production at lower cost. New Gold has released its financial and operational results for the second quarter of 2013. All figures are in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. Their gold production increased by 8% to 102,000 ounces from 95,158 ounces in the second quarter of 2012 and 94,695 ounces in the first quarter of 2013. So not only from their New Afton mine, so not only is it increased year over year, it's increasing sequentially quarter over quarter. They increased their gold production by 46% and copper production by 50. That's at New Afton. They increased gold production by 46% and copper production by 58% when compared to the first quarter of 2013. Monthly production steadily grew, culminating in June production of 7,860 ounces of gold and 7 million pounds of copper, all in sustaining costs of $931 per ounce, with a total cash cost of $430 per ounce compared to $472 in the prior year period. Cash and cash equivalents, they've got cash and cash equivalents of $563 million as of June the 30th, 2013. They also did a friendly takeover of Rainy River Resources on a 50% cash, 50% equity basis with a net acquisition, easy for them to say, acquisition cost of approximately $310 million. That was done on just recently on July 24th, 2013. And there is a quote also from Randall Oliphant, who is the executive chairman, and he stated, and I quote, "The second quarter delivered on planned increases in gold production at lower costs in the second half of the year. We expect a 30% increase in gold production relative to the first half of 2013 at lower cost, which should result in increased earnings and cash flow. Beyond this near-term momentum, we continue to feel well positioned for the future with our strong cash balance and robust organic project pipeline." End quote. New Gold is a very exciting company to me. They're a mid-tier that is got big plans ahead of it. They've been very aggressive on the acquisition front. A couple of years ago, they took over a company called Richfield. Just recently, they took over a company called Rainy River. Last year or so, they've been busy building a mine at New Afton just outside of Kamloops here in British Columbia, Canada. They've got other mines in Mexico. This is a very aggressive growth story. They've got a lot of great people, major guys that have built a lot of big companies in the mining sector in the past are involved with this company. I like their growth prospects. I like that this company has, they're doing what they're supposed to. They're building their pipeline. They're producing gold. They're increasing their production. They're bringing down their cost of production, and they're building up lots of cash so that they can continue to go out there and acquire new projects and build new projects. This is a company with a really good growth profile ahead of them. I like the company a lot. Their stock symbol is NGD on the Toronto Exchange. So that's the news for today. This show, as I mentioned earlier, is designed to try and find the news releases that catch my attention. Then I also offer my analysis. As many of you know, I'm the founder of the Allen Berry Reports. I've been reporting on the mining sector for a lot of years. I've been working in the sector for a lot of years. And our goal here at AGORACOM is to find those good companies that warrant our audience doing their homework and considering for their investment purposes, and hopefully find a bunch of winners in that from that work. Now, it's important for you to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today, and have a great day.